Alrighty, folks, welcome to another Trxc video. My name is Andrew Taranta, and I am extremely excited about today. Today was a fabulous day with Trxc. We all knew it was coming. I've been preaching this thing since really, publicly, I've been preaching it since I would say right before New Year's Eve. But in terms of just in my own portfolio, I've been on this for a while. So making a lot of money on this stock, and I think there's a lot more money to be had to be made. So I'm very excited about the future and what the stock is going to do. Today was an incredible day. It's still actually going up after hours, so we're not even sure where it's going to land. We could even see 1.4. But it finished the day at 1.1 and then pushed into 1.3 territory after hours. And the stock is just skyrocketing right now. It's such a wonderful stock. I really can't get over how wonderful this stock is. I'm thrilled. I'm excited. And it's always good to be right and to be in a position where we can really start analyzing where we think this is going to go. So after today, at about right there, another 2%. Now it's up, it's crazy right now. Now it's up about 45% on the day if we count after hours. That's insanity. I can't even come close. No words come close to describing how crazy this really feels, because there is such a wave of satisfaction, especially when you value invest. So with that being said, I do want to kind of look at, maybe a couple things that might have influenced this. We knew that the company had an excellent fourth quarter, and we knew that going into this preliminary yearly update, which I said in my last video, that there was so much momentum gathered by 2020 that 2021 is just being geared up to be such a fantastic year. And not only that, but investors are seriously thinking, this industry and starting to actually understand that there is money to be made in robotic surgery. We have to remember where we're at. We're in the 2020s. We have to remember where we're at. I don't think we can't lose sight of time, because we're reaching a threshold of technology where robotic surgery is going to be in the forefront of the medical industry for a very long time. And it's not going to really have much competition. So it's, there's gonna be competition within its sector, but there's not gonna be something like with EV cars, right? What makes EV so good? Now it's up 17%. This is incredible. After hours. But with EVs, it's like we were thinking, okay, what's the next best thing? What's gonna obsolete an EV car? We can't think of it. We can't think of what's gonna obsolete robotic surgery. And that's what gives it this moat. And obviously we have moats with patents and stuff like that. And for those of you who don't know what moats are, a moat is described as something that gives the company an intrinsic characteristic, kind of like a castle has a moat, right? So you have a castle with a moat around it, and it keeps it safe from enemies. Well, you want that same thing with your industry, and you want that same thing with your company. Tesla has their moats because they have their brand, they have Elon Musk, they have these various intrinsic qualities. They have the fact that they're doing it really, really well. They have these intrinsic qualities that make it very difficult for the company to do poorly, and that's why it continues to go up. And that's what we're seeing with Trxc, and that's what we're going to see for some time. And I think you guys should get very excited. I still think this is a good time to buy, and I also think that you should obviously understand that this does have a volatile trading history. The other day it went down 30%, so you have to be willing to take a 30% hit to your portfolio and hold strong, like I've been saying. And I think you're going to see a lot of really great returns. Now, obviously, that's just my view, but it's so far so good. That's what I'm doing. I'm just holding, and my price target still hasn't changed from the last video, where I would like to try to sell around $4 to $5. But to be perfectly honest with you, and I don't want to seem too rash, but this is a company I just don't want to sell. I really don't. I just might need more and more reasons to buy. an average, but at the same point in time, an average up at that point. But at the same point in time, buying the dips is going to be very crucial to making a lot of money off of this stock, because this stock will have dips off of really good days. But today it just hit 1.4 and went back down once we said it, but it hit 1.4. We saw it, folks. So wow, it's really just an incredible day right now. I'm very, very happy. Like I said, just please, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow and stay up to date, because I'm going to give you all of the advice I can and guide you through this stock in the way that I'm going to guide myself through this stock. So I want you to listen to it. I want you to hear what I'm saying. I think it's very impactful. And it's very, it's something that I love doing. I love talking about stocks, and I love just kind of having these conversations with you guys every night. So, like I said, ultimately, great day today. I have no doubt that tomorrow is going to be a good day. I actually don't think there's going to be a pullback. There might be a small pullback. If there is, sell, fine, whatever you want to do. If you want to take your 20, 30% profits, do that. Okay, that's not a bad return. Me, when I look at investments, I want something that's going to get me to millions, right? So I want something that is going to have a return that's substantially greater. And for me to really beat the market, you're going to need to do that. You're going to need to find companies like this that have returns that are substantially greater. So that's just what I'm looking at. So ultimately, net over net, Trxc, great company. Check out my other videos. Please, if you want to know more about the company, don't get mad at me that I didn't explain everything about the company in this video. Somebody did that on one of my videos, and it was a little annoying because I've broken down as much as I can. I don't want to repeat myself. I want to be here giving new information, and I want to be here to kind of let you know what I think my attitudes are. I'm still holding. I don't think this is the time to sell, but I am saying that if you do wish to sell, I understand and it makes sense. But at the same point in time, I also know that this company is going to be much more, and I don't want to swing trade. Do I think it might go down? Of course. Do I think there's going to be consolidation? Of course. However, I don't want to swing trade that, because I don't want to be on the raw end of a shares, and now all of a sudden I'm trading my shares, and I'm just trying to make back my money. And I'm thinking to myself, this stock sucks when it's going up, all this percent. No, if you just hold tight, you will be all right. I didn't have to rhyme, but it did. If you hold tight, you will be all right. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for stopping by. I will have more videos. I am thinking about doing just a value investing tutorial, just so you guys can have a really good understanding of what value investing is and how exactly it's done, and how I find companies like this, like Trxc, and how you guys can find companies like this. And I'm thinking about doing a whole series of that, where it's like a multiple part series. So I can't get it all done in one video, but break it down in a way that can be very easily understood in maybe about 5 episodes, give you like a really good run through that. Definitely let me know if you'd be interested in me doing something like that. If you would love to know how I find companies and what exactly I do and how I kind of navigate the market, because we haven't really talked about that, but we have talked a lot about Trxc, and there's going to be a lot more to talk about. I'm covering every news press release. God, I cannot speak. I'm covering every news press release, and I'm also covering any new analysis that I kind of think that is going to impact the macro game. And then on top of that, I'm also going to, we could talk about option plays with this stock as well. There's options right now for $12. We have options selling right now. I mean, in March, we have options for $3 selling right now. We have options $3 selling and $3 selling. So we have some $3 options now available. I'm sitting right now, just full disclosure, I'm sitting on some January 21st calls, or not, January 16th calls for about $1. And that's where I've been sitting at. So I've been doing pretty well with that. But yeah, net over net, there's still a lot more to go, a lot more insights to kind of have, and I'm very excited about the future of the stock. So definitely stick with me, and we can talk about how to make the most amount of money with the stock, while also keeping our tabs on any news that might impact the health of the stock, and really just take a look at whether it be financials whether it be press releases, like right here, we have an AK that was released as a filer on January 6th, which was a couple days ago. And Delaware Corporation, the company, issued a press release announcing an update with the preliminary financial. Oh, okay, so this was just simply them giving out the fact that they were giving out results for preliminary stuff. So, but we already went over that in the last video. So, yeah, that already touched base. They just need to file that with the SEC, I guess, and any insider buying or anything like that. So, not to keep you guys any longer, have a great rest of your night. Like I said, do something you love. You made a lot of money tonight. If you already invested, if you aren't, I recommend hopping in. I do. Right now, I'm definitely on buy. I'm going to stay with buy right now. I'm going to stay strong buy, actually, as a matter of fact. So definitely hop in. The water's still warm. So have a great rest of your night, guys. All right, bye-bye.